Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Eric and welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 here on Riverbend Springs. So we're here in June and we have our barley harvest to do. We got two fields. So let's go ahead and get them started, or get him started. Alright, and then let's go ahead and fill this up. Let's get that. Get him hooked up to our plow, or fertilizer's better actually. So he can be fertilizing that field. Now we're not picking up the straw off these two fields just because we don't really need it. We actually probably won't be picking up much straw for the rest of the series. Because we are just going to the end of this year. So let's go ahead and get our fields flooded here. Let's flood that field. Let's jump over to field 10. Let's go ahead and get this one turned on. Flood that. And we'll go ahead and get him over here ready to fertilize this field when he gets through harvesting. And then we can start. Actually, I forgot to water the goats. That was the only thing I didn't do for the animals, was water the goats. So let me do that real quick. Ready, we'll go ahead and start selling our products. Alright, let's go ahead and go over to our other productions, get that stuff out of the way. Looks like we got a pallet of furniture here. Let's grab that. Couple of pallets of mushrooms, or a pallet of mushrooms here. Let's grab that one. We have basically let the cement factory just stop. I'm tired of loading it, and we're only getting 3 or 4 pallets a month anyway, so we're just gonna let it end. Yeah, that extra 10 or 12,000 is not going to really make a whole lot of difference for us. Produce. Nothing here. It must be out of water. Yeah, let's take care of that real quick. Go fill this up. Fill it up to about 100,000 because that's all those two will need. So, yeah, that ought to be good enough. That one's full. Drop that off, pick our trailer back up. I let them run out of water, which is my mistake. Alright, let's go ahead and get our trailer hooked back up here. Go around and get our products from our little preserved food factory. Let's go get our cereal. Grab our honey, move it over. Didn't mean to sell it. Okay. Guess it'd probably be just as easy to push them over there and sell them. Not have to load it. This up a little bit. Go ahead and sell that. Almost done here. Get this one done, get the other one fertilized and get him up to the other barley field and let him harvest it, and then we'll start selling our products on the other preserved food factory that we have. the other barley field. Go ahead and get this tractor here fertilizing this field. And let's go get to our other barley field, which is field 13, I believe. Get started there. Let's just go right here. Go over to our soup factory first and see if we have anything there. And we'll come back and load all this up. Looks like we finally got a few pallets. Of soup here. Alright. The rest of this series is all going to be about making money, harvesting the what crops we can harvest. So we won't be, I don't even know I fertilized that field, we won't be replanting anything. Matter of fact, that was just a waste of fertilizer. So what we're going to do, once we harvest a field, we're going to sell it. Because, like I said, we're not going to be planting anymore. We're only going till December. We won't be able to harvest anything else. So, at that point, when we get through harvesting a field, we might as well just sell it. So let's do that. Just a habit. fertilizing fields and things. But we won't be doing that for the rest of this series. It's all going to be about seeing how much money our farm was actually worth and how much we can make off of our products until the end of the year. So let's go ahead and go into the map. She has already done fertilizing it, so we can sell. Okay, we can't sell that one because we got to sell the sheep farm, which we can go ahead and let's go ahead and do that. We don't need the sheep anymore. We have more than enough, so let's go ahead and do that. Start making room. So let's go here, and we'll go to out, and we will sell all. And sell all. And sell all. And sell all. Alright, and now we can go into here, 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 and sell. Alright, and now we should be able to sell this field. Alright. Back to loading pallets. Okay. Now we are getting toward the end of the series, so we're just going to sell things as we harvest it. That will be added to the value of our farm. We won't be purchasing anything else. Now we will still produce products, from our harvest until, December. In December, what we end up with, we will sell everything that we own, except for the farmhouse, because I don't think we can. But everything else we will sell. But will let us produce as much as we can until then. But like I said, we're going to sell fields as we are finishing them up. And then we will sell all our productions at the end. Alright, let's just matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and let's go construction. Let's go all the way back to our farm. We're going to go ahead and sell the cement factory and the debris crusher, because we don't need them anymore. So sell. Okay, and then we'll sell that as well. Alright, already up to $1 million. And it should be well over a couple million, or a few million, once we sell all of our land. You'd be surprised how much money you spend in a series on stuff when you're not calculating it. But we will be selling all of that, and we'll sell at the end. We'll sell all our vehicles and land that we own. But like I said, we're going to use the productions we have until then. I'm not going to be chopping any more trees. We're going to let the wood production just kind of run out. We'll turn all of those to selling whenever they run out, which we'll check here um, in this episode. No point in me just cutting down trees just to make extra money, because we are going to be making plenty. Uh, the logging stuff helped us out, really get started, help us complete the projects, which is really what I was wanting to do with the logging. But we are going to still have several months worth of money coming in from this. Well, 6 more months after this month from our productions, whatever productions we have going. But the rest of them, when they run out of wood, we will sell. Um, Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and put all those to selling so we can sell them next month. Or the month after, depending on when the productions get through. Alright, let's go ahead and strap those in. Alright, got 12 more pallets here. But yeah, there's no point in us just trying to make more money off of logging. We still have products in our other buildings that they can, or wood in our other buildings, but I'm not going to cut any more trees down. Whenever whatever runs out of wood, it's just going to be done. We'll go and check all that pretty soon here, whenever we get done loading these up and selling them. Now, I think we're going to sell our goat enclosure as well, but we won't be selling all the land there until we sell everything that's on it. But we will go ahead and sell the goat enclosure. We're not going to need any more product from that. The cows we will keep doing, but we're probably just going to sell our milk from here going forward, because we don't need it in the production buildings anymore. I think we have enough to get to the end of the year, but we'll keep checking them to make sure they're still producing. Let's go ahead and strap that in. That is all for this month. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Alright. We're almost done. And then we can sell this field. Thing we can do while we're here waiting on him to finish is we can go ahead and sell these sheds. Just don't really need them anymore. Alright. And we can also start selling equipment here. Alright, the forge wagon we're not going to need anymore. Back into the map. So we won't be picking up anything else. So we're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell all this stuff over here because we don't need it, except for the mowers. Actually, we'll probably sell the mowers too, because we don't need any more TMR. We don't need any more hay. We're just getting rid of stuff. We're not going to be cutting. I don't think we're actually going to be cutting grass anymore. So we'll probably just go ahead and sell that tractor as well. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and sell this tractor. We don't need it. We're not going to be cutting grass anymore. So which means we can sell fields 11 and 12. We don't need the logging truck anymore. And we don't need the logging trailer anymore. Alright, we can sell this. We can sell this. And he is done, so we can sell 13. Alright, let's go ahead and get in our tractor, or our harvester. Let's go ahead and take this and dump it into our production. And I think we're going to be done with the episode. Now, there's no point in us keeping the field. We're not going to be able to replant anything anyway. We could replant wheat and all that in September. We won't be able to harvest it, so there's no point. So we're going to be selling all of our equipment now that we're not going to be using. So let's go ahead and get him home. We'll dump it in our production to make flour. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and open that up. This will be, the end of the series going forward. We're going to go ahead and sell our goats too. I don't think we need any more goat milk. We're not producing that much anyway, so we'll probably just go ahead and sell them. And the thing is, no, we may wait. Yeah, I think we'll wait on the goats. We can still maybe get a little bit more money out of them. Alright, so just go back into the map here. Alright, now we don't need any of these things over here anymore. That is, yeah, we might use that. Alright, actually we need to go into P menu. Go here. We need to delete our sheds. No sense in keeping those, because we're going to sell everything in it anyway. Alright. We can go ahead and close this up. And we can have it ready to harvest wheat for next month, I believe. So that'll be good there. Let's go back into our map here. Alright, now all this stuff over here we're going to sell. We don't need this anymore. We don't need that anymore. We haven't needed that for quite a while, actually. But yeah, we're not planting anything else, so no need in keeping it. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. And what is this? Yeah, we don't need the tree planter anymore. And we don't need the, actually we need that. Alright, so let's just go look at, make sure we sold everything we need to sell. I think we did. Alright, now let's check this. Does this have any more wood in it? It does not. So let's just go ahead and go to productions, our industrial sawmill. Let's see what we got. Wood planks long. So let's go ahead and put this to selling, and that way it'll be done. Let's go ahead and check our cooper here. It is out, so let's go ahead and sell that. Alright, now we have our sawmill over here, which probably still has some wood in it. Let's go productions. We're just trying to save us some time later. Sawmills, sawmill. It does still have wood in it, but we're going to go ahead and set this on selling and selling, and it'll make what it'll make. And then our other sawmill, which is this one, it is out of wood, so we will do the same here. Put this on selling. Oh wow, we got wood chips that we can sell. Alright, so planks, sell. Alright, we'll have to come up here and get the wood chips next time. That's going to be it for today. I do appreciate everybody being with me here today. This is your Rock, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow, and I do appreciate everybody supporting me so far. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.